On Facebook, there was an image that recollected out of nowhere. An image of Chuck Entertainment Cheese grasping on my shoulders. I don't quite remember what in that moment was so terrifying, but I do know that Chuck was up to something, and we're gonna find out by looking at every Chuck E. Cheese scandal.
Maybe not like every single one because it's way too many, but like enough. We'll look at enough scandals. Coming up with the first one, we got Brawl in Chuck E. Cheese.
World Star. World Star. World Star.
How does that even happen? What? After being told to tone it down by a manager, a 12-person brawl broke out after two women bumped into each other. How does that happen? 12 people! So basically, a couple years ago, Chuck E. Cheese decided they'd start selling alcohol to the parents because there was no reason for them to come other than their kids. So alcoholics could just be like, I can drink while my kid's playing in the ball pit. My guess is that people were very drunk, turned into a fist fight somehow, which turned to that. I thought there was a Waffle House.
Apparently, that's like way more common than I thought it was. Here's a little montage of some of the brawls.
Whenever I went to a Chuck E. Cheese, I was always so excited to explore the ball pit and the sky tubes. So many colors to stimulate my little baby brain. But today, after learning and doing just a little bit of research to find out what was in these pits, I wish I had never stepped foot in one of those.
Some things that were found are, but not limited to, a used condom. An 8-year-old girl found a loaded pistol while clawing through the bin of toy balls at Chuck E. Cheese. A dead, decomposing mouse. A kid with bladder control issues peed on 20 people. Poop and vomit. Apparently, there's been a couple times where kids just went up to the sky netting, pooped, and it fell down on anyone underneath. Oh god, this is so much worse than I thought. Scientists even say that there are 31 different types of bacteria in ball pits, which are responsible for pink eye, urinary tract infections, bloodstream infections, heart inflammation, and more. On June 5th, 2019, at approximately 6:15 p.m., Aiden Miller was lawfully at the Chuck E. Cheese restaurant. He was enjoying all the great things that Chuck E. Cheese had to offer. Maybe he even had a little too much fun in the Skynet and pooped on a couple people. I don't know. But after playing a couple arcade games, Aiden had his eye on one special one, the Spinner Frenzy machine. This thing was vibrant. It was beautiful. I bet he was thinking, oh my god, is that a fidget spinner? I gotta spin the thing. So he goes and spins the fidget spinner until that thing just falls on top of him, man. That thing falls on him hard.
Because of this, he gets quite a few injuries. He gets a couple fractures, post-traumatic stress disorder, you know, just a couple little boo-boos.
And because of this, the mom files a suit for $50,000, which I don't think they ever got because the case was removed in court. So, sorry Aiden, gonna have to deal with it, but I don't think this is as bad as all the drug incidents that have happened at Chuck E. Cheese. Like how a 4-year-old found cocaine on a carousel. Yes, that actually happened. So supposedly, this little girl was riding a carousel at Chuck E. Cheese and just so happened to find a little baggie with white substance. After the little girl told her mom, she was in shock.
Oh my god!
So of course the mother brings up the situation to management, and management says,
I don't know, man. We have a bunch of little kids' birthday parties, so we don't want to close the place down.
yes, good decision. Let's put 100 children at the risk of overdosing over some birthday parties. Woo! Oh, and also there was another incident with two men smoking heroin in the bathroom. There's nothing really more to say about this, but yeah, that's what happened. Do you guys happen to remember those ticket muncher machines? You know, whenever you win a bunch of games and then win a bunch of tickets, you have to redeem them at this machine that sucks up all your tickets by going nom 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 nom. And then it pumps out whatever your ticket number count is, and then you're supposed to take that to the counter, and you're like, ooh, I want that big Pikachu, and then the worker's like, no, you little brat, you only won 500 tickets. Here's a Tootsie Roll and a little frog jumpy thing. I never know what those things are called. So then you start beating up the person at the prize table, and then they beg for their life, and then an ambulance comes and takes them away, and then you get thrown in juvie. So yeah, those things are great. Besides, as a little toddler, because then they're like 3 times the size of you, and then you're looking directly into the hole of the muncher, and then you think to yourself,
Oh my god, I'm gonna get sucked in your die.
so it was a bit intimidating, but you know, it added to the experience.
Except one little girl did not like this experience after she went to go redeem her tickets after playing a bunch of games. And as she was doing that, got her hair. The little purple monster machine thing was eating her. The little girl was screaming.
Help!
The mom was like pulling her out, and she was worried her whole scalp was gonna come off, which it didn't. She ended up being like okay in the end, but they did file a lawsuit, and I do believe they won because the machine was improperly, you know, manufactured. There was no warning stickers on it. There was no like emergency shut off, so it just kept going even after they yanked her hair out. So good for them. I'm happy for them. Kind of funny though. Wouldn't be funny if she got really hurt, but it's kind of funny. Now, I could go over like a lot more scandals, but there's too many, and I don't feel like doing that many. So let's just speed run through them. Fist fight breaks out over stolen cell phone. Man picks up wrong child after eating pizza. Skee ball fight ends with assault charges. Things don't go so well for knife-wielding man at Chuck E. Cheese. Man uses children to help snatch purses. Chuck E. Cheese leads U.S. in mouse-based pizzeria child labor law violations. Mr. Cheese gropes a mom. Chuck E. Cheese flips off camera while hanging with a 4-year-old boy. This is impossible.
And this is done. There's no more. But oh my god, I can see why now. I was afraid of Chuck. Here's everything visualized. This is your average Chuck E. Cheese experience. Except it's actually not anymore. Since all these incidents and since COVID, most or all of the locations have gotten rid of the animatronic band. That was like their signature thing that stood out from the rest. They had an arcade and they had a signature band. Oh, what else stuck out? The Sky Tubes with the ball pit. Guess what's not there anymore? Sky Tubes and ball pit. They got rid of the ticket muncher machine. They got rid of coins and tickets.
They rebranded the rat. Why? They've taken away all the small little things, like even putting in a little physical coin to play a game. Last year, I walked into a Chuck E. Cheese for my little brother, and the whole place felt so empty from last time I saw it. It was basically a big room full of the worst games that you could find at like Dave & Buster's. It's nothing fun, it's nothing exciting, it's nothing that stands out like it did before. And I know I'm making fun of all the things I'm praising now, but genuinely, they made the place really exciting. And now me and nobody else will be able to experience what I experienced back when I was a little kid. So CEO of Chuck E. Cheese, David McKillips, please let the children go back up in those Sky Tubes and poop on anyone underneath. Let them throw their poop into the ball pit. Let them smear it across the walls. Let them pee on 20 people. Let them vomit on everyone in the building. Thank you. I'm done.